diamond painting friends, it's Bree. Welcome to another WIP and Chat. If this is your first time watching any of my videos, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Today I am working on Earth Spirit. I thought I would be done with this painting by now, but we'll get into that in the WIP and Chat. If you don't know what WIP and Chat is, WIP stands for, WIP is work in progress. And this is my work in progress. You can work on your work in progress while listening, or you can do your chores. You can take a walk with your dog or your friend, or, you wouldn't really be walking with your friend if you were listening to this, I guess. So that didn't make a lot of sense, but you know what I'm trying to get at. Anyways, Tonks is my cat. She just jumped up here. Usually I don't like her up here when I have exposed glue right here, which I just peeled the film off. But anyways, let's get started in here. I'm going to go ahead and tell you what accessories we are working with first, because sometimes I forget, and I don't want to forget. Oh shoot, what happened to my putty? I just noticed that is missing. Anyways, all right, let's go into accessories first. So off to the side, I have my accessory tray holder that is holding my pens and tweezer. My new favorite pen is from Butterfly Effectwares. It is a mini. It has a rainbow 8-placer on one end and a metal single placer from Diamond Art Club on the other end. And I also have a Rain Stick 3D printed pen that I'm also using. I usually am using this for like the ABs, and it's just really fun to use as well. And then I have these really fun lavender lilac tweezers. My amazing beautiful tray is from my bestie Lexi, from Lexi Sparkles. She makes amazing trays. She also does customs as well. You may have to get on a wait list for customs. All of the things that I'm mentioning are going to be listed in the description down below. And I got this in colorway Sugar Plum, I believe. Every time I try to say it, I think I get it wrong, but this time I think I may have gotten it right. It's Sugar Plum, I believe. Or it's Plum Fairy. I really don't know. Either way, it has the word plum in it, and it is fantastic. Look at the sparkle. And then today I am using a new tray. It's from Bijou Bliss Diamond Trays. It has magnets on the lid, and it also has magnets on the spout as well. So I thought I would give this tray a shot. I have not actually used it yet. I did notice that it is a little bit wide for my hand, but they do now make a narrow tray, so I think I might order one of the narrow trays and try that out. But let's give this one a try. And then, I also have a trash cover minder that holds my trash drills, and I just have it sitting there holding back the film for my diamond painting. Okay, and then the putty that I'm using is my very own from my shop. I'm going to use it in the scent Banana Nut Bread. So I'm just going to put that to the side. And then I am going to put on a timer because I am on a time limit today. With going back to work and stuff, going back to work has really put a damper on things. But let me put the lid on the bottom. I don't typically use lids on my trays, but this one came with one. So let's pick out a color. I am going to pick out color E. And let's push start on my timer. Oh yeah, this tray is very wide for my little hand. But the drills did line up very nice. They did line up very nice. Okay, so let me grab my little note here. I wrote down, this WIP and chat is probably not going to be too long because I did run out of time today. And yeah, I don't have a whole lot of time, so I do apologize. But let's get into it. So it is the 1st of June. Do you know what that means? That means it is officially the kickoff of Diamonds in Diversity. This is not my kit for Diamonds in Diversity, but this is what kit I do have sitting in front of me right now. So that is what I'm working on. But next week I will be working on my kit for Diamonds in Diversity. I already started on that kit, so I do have a little bit of a head start on it. It is a square, and so I thought I would get a head start on it. And then when I got this kit in the mail, I was like, I need to start this right now. So next week I will be working on my Diamonds in Diversity kit for the WIP and chat. So going back to work has been a little bit of a struggle for me. It was my first weekend back to work, and my shifts are 10 hours long, and it wasn't like a slow adjustment going back to work. It was just like, boom, you're working. And yes, I had some restrictions, so I'm not doing like everything I normally always do, but I still was there for, my full shift, and I was walking on my knee or using my knee more than normal and stuff like that. And ever since going back to work, it's like when I get home from work, I am so exhausted that I just don't have the energy to diamond paint. I don't want to do it. And also my knee has been just like, it looks so swollen and it feels very hot to touch. So I just kind of took that as a sign to lay down, elevate my leg, and ice my knee. Okay, let's see how this goes back in here. Yeah, okay. Pretty nice. Okay, so where was I? So yeah, I just I haven't had the energy to diamond paint. I just am exhausted, and it's kind of making me a little blah feeling. I don't like it, to be honest. I want to diamond paint. I just feel too tired to diamond paint, and I don't want to force my hobby on myself, So every single day that I worked, I just came home and I didn't do anything. So that was 4 days in a row that I didn't get any diamond painting done after work. And I would just look at my diamond painting and I was like, I should be done with this by now. And it kind of makes me a little bit sad, but it also is like, it is what it is. Which, by the way, is one of my favorite sayings because it, like, there's no, like, more truer saying. It is what it is. So, before this all, like, before I had surgery and stuff, I used to get up a little bit earlier and, like, before work and stuff, and I would get up like an hour before I would get ready and stuff, and I would diamond paint for 30 to 40 minutes before. So I would get up an hour earlier than I normally would and get ready for work, have everything done, and then I would sit down and diamond paint for 30 to 40 minutes, and then I would leave for work. And I would be so, like, satisfied with that because at least I was getting something done. And then if I came home from work and I didn't feel like diamond painting, at least I got, 30 to 40 minutes worth of diamond painting done. At least I got some in. And it also kind of like put me in a non-stressed mood for that morning. Like, I was going into work like relaxed. And maybe I just need to start doing that again. But it's hard. So my knee is healing pretty well. I can feel it getting stronger. I'm starting to walk like with my foot all the way down on the ground, but if I push it or if I put it in a certain position or something, then I can, like, I don't know the right word, like tweak it, or it twinges in a certain way, and then that doesn't feel so great. But for the most part, it feels like it's getting stronger. But I'm going to be honest, I have not been doing my at-home exercises like I am supposed to be. So I really need to get back on doing that, because I know when I go to physical therapy, my therapist is going to probably realize, like, hey, you should be further along than what you are, and you would be if you had been doing your at-home exercises. So I'm sure they can tell because it's just like at my job, when people come in and their dogs had like stitches in, or they had a wound and the wound has like reopened, or now it's infected, and the dog was supposed to go home with a cone and to prevent them from like licking the area, and then they come back with the cone on, but the cone looks brand new still. And we're like, so is he wearing the cone? They're like, yeah, we never take it off. And that they're lying because the cone looks brand new, and if the dog had kept the cone on, it wouldn't look brand new, for one, and two, we wouldn't be there right now, would we? So if we can tell that, I'm sure my physical therapist is going to be able to tell that I have not been doing my part. So that's going to be embarrassing. And you know what? I'm just going to have, excuse me, I'm just going to have to own up to it and say, I have not been doing my exercises at home. I don't have an excuse. I haven't been doing it. I'm sorry. Where do I go now? Let's move past it. I was supposed to be doing it. I haven't been, but it is what it is. So let's go. So back to like feeling lethargic, I guess, or fatigue. I don't know what's going on with me. Is it like me going back to work? Is work like just, I don't know. I feel like so many people are helping me at work, but still I'm coming home exhausted. This is just like part of how fibromyalgia is, I guess. So this is what I hate about fibromyalgia. Like I feel like I should be able to do my job and then come home and enjoy my hobby to help me relax, but instead I'm just frustrated that I could only go to work and then come home and go to bed. And then on my days off, I'm so fatigued that I have to spend my day off like sleeping to catch up. Which is why I am filming my WIP and chat so late. Or at least that's what it feels like to me. I just feel frustrated. I don't feel like unwell enough for my fibromyalgia to like not work. And I feel too young to be on disability for fibromyalgia. I just don't know how to deal with having this disease and wanting to do everything that I want to do on top of healing from a surgery that is making me relearn how to walk. So, moving on, because I don't want to be a downer. I've also been so incredibly thirsty for water lately. Like, I have been drinking like 2.5 Stanley worth of waters a day. And if you know what a Stanley is, that is 40 ounces of water, and I've been filling it up twice a day and then another time, but not finishing it a third time, just maybe getting through it like half. So potentially like drinking about 100 ounces of water a day and still feeling super thirsty. In veterinary medicine, I would be wondering if the pet was diabetic, if something was that thirsty. But I don't think I'm diabetic. Oh, I better not be diabetic. I cannot handle another thing. That would be terrible. So as I was saying, I'm making very slow progress on this diamond painting, mostly because I didn't work on it for 4 days straight, and I should have been done with it at least a week ago. It's not even a very big canvas. But I think once I get through this section that I'm working right here, I think it will fly by, hopefully. So if you watched my WIP and chat from last week, I emailed DIY Moon Shop, and I told them about my dissatisfaction, and I even gave them a link to my video. They said that they watched the video. I think I mentioned this already, and how I was like, why would you, because they asked me like, what can we do to make you happy, and I was like, why would you ask that? Like, so I eventually replied to them, and I said, well, I guess you could either you know, order and send me the larger size so I can work on the larger one that is more appropriate for that artwork, or you could refund my money for this kit. And they were pretty quick to say, send back the kit and we'll refund you. And I was like, okay. So it was that point where that's when I decided, you know what, actually I'm going to keep the kit, work on it like I had commented on some of the comments, and see how it works up. So that is what I'm going to do. I did not return it. I ended up keeping the kit. I'm going to eventually one day work on it, and probably not the whole thing. I'm going to work on the problem areas and see how they work up. I'm going to film it, and that will be my deciding factor. But I'm going into it with no expectations, or very low expectations, I should say, because I don't know, it doesn't look like it's gonna do well. But that was their response. They weren't rude to me. I don't think I got banned from their website or anything like that, like some people have mentioned. They seemed to be pretty civil towards me, and they were polite in their responses and everything. But I was just kind of hoping that they would send me a better kit, really, honestly. So Megan and I started watching this show called Mexico Living. It's on HGTV. I don't know when it's actually on TV. We watch it on demand. It's like when it's kind of like House Hunters, but international. People go to other countries and buy property. It's like they're moving there. And usually I like really love watching other people buy properties, but if you have been a part of my channel for any length of time, you know that we go to Mexico at least yearly. A couple years ago, we went twice in 1 year. We were just very fortunate that year that we were able to do that. I know not a lot of people are, but we were just fortunate that time. And we love Mexico so much. We just feel at home there, and eventually we want to move there. And so when we saw this show, we were like, oh yes, this is right up our alley. Let's watch it. And so like 5 or 6 episodes in, after we're done watching it, we're getting ready for bed. Well, Megan helps me get ready for bed because I'm sleeping in my craft room. And I'm telling her, like, so every single couple I find something to complain about with every single couple. Their voice is weird, their accent is weird, their hair is too poofy, they don't have any hair, they have a weird job, but their budget is this or something. I just complain about something with the people that are buying the property. And then finally I just tell Megan, I was like, I think I'm just jealous of all of the people that are buying property. And she's like, yes, that's what it is. So I'm a terrible person. I'm just like finding things to complain about with these people just because I'm jealous that they are buying their dream property in Mexico and I'm stuck in Ohio. One day it will be us, and then there will be some middle-aged lady on her couch after knee surgery talking about my frizzy hair or something. You never know. But some of the properties that they show, I'm just like, a lot of the times the properties that they're showing on there, you know, everybody wants that ocean view. Why else are you moving down there? If you're from the United States, a lot of them are from Canada. You know, they want that ocean view, which I don't blame them. I want that ocean view too. I want to wake up, have my coffee on my balcony or whatever, and look at the waves crashing onto the beach or rocks and call that my home. And some of the people are like, I want to be downtown. I want to be in the city. And I'm like, what? Why? Why do you want that? There's a couple last night we were watching, and the realtor was telling them, she was like, it is a 10-minute walk to downtown. And her and her husband were talking about it, and he really liked the property, and Megan and I were like, this property is amazing. Like, it was floor to ceiling windows. It was like you could open them like sliding glass doors, and you could just see for miles and miles the ocean, and you couldn't see anything else, and you couldn't hear anything. It was just so peaceful, and it was amazing. And it was a 10-minute walk to downtown. 10-minute walk. And she was like, it's a problem for me because it's 10 minutes from the city. So she didn't want it because she wanted to be in the city. And I was like, what in the hell? I was like, it is below your budget, and it's a 10-minute walk. Sometimes I don't know. But her life, her money, whatever. But if I could walk 10 minutes to Target and then 10 minutes home to where the beach was, oh my God. Yes, please. So that's like our new favorite thing. I'm gonna be real bummed when this little show is over. But I really do. I'm not gonna lie, I really do like complaining about these people. Because they do. Hold on, I need a drink. Because they do complain about the silliest thing. In my opinion, I feel like they complain about the silliest things when they are looking for a house. They're like, the wall is painted orange. I don't like that. And I'm like, okay, buy another can of paint. They have home improvement stores down there. I don't get it. Sometimes people can't see past some things. And then there are some other houses on there that were like very neutral, which I think if I were going to stage my house for sale, I would probably stage it pretty neutral for the new buyers, because that way you could imagine it any way you would want. I don't know. I keep an open mind when purchasing a house. When we bought our house, every single room was painted a very bold color. Had I been like half of the people on this show, we would not have purchased this house. Because the colors of each room, wow. It was something else. But yeah, this show, I really enjoy it. Have you seen any of these types of shows? Let me know down in the comments. I would like to know. And I would like to also know, like, if you could move international, where would you move? I would move to Mexico, and Megan and I have already talked about it. We plan on moving to Mexico. It's just not gonna be for a while. We're gonna do it like when we're a little bit older, and also when our pets pass away, so that we don't have to deal with transporting our pets down to another country. We'll get more pets, obviously, but we don't want to do it when these pets. We don't want to take these pets with us to Mexico. Not that we don't think these pets are Mexico life types of animals. It's just we don't want to deal with like transporting them to another country and that kind of stuff. And also, like, there's so many animals all over the place. All right, what next? Let's do this color. I haven't really been to, I've been to the Dominican Republic. I would not want to move there. I love Mexico so much. I just love it. And there's lots of different areas in Mexico that, like, this show has shown us a lot of different areas, but we're still very much interested in Tulum and moving to Tulum. So I think that's where we would go. Have you ever been to Tulum? It is about an hour south of Cancun, maybe an hour and 20 minutes south of Cancun. It's beautiful. We have been there 5 times now. Oh gosh, drill fell off. I don't like placing them this way, but I don't have a choice. Okay. So, while I'm using this tray, I wanted to say that Bijou Bliss is one of our sponsors for Diamonds and Diversity. So Christina, the owner at Bijou Bliss, has generously donated 2 trays to give away for the event. And we have come to the part in the video where I am going to tell you a code word, and you're going to use that code word in a sentence for a chance to win a tray from Bijou Bliss. So that code word is going to be bliss. And all you have to do is put it in the comments. Just use the word bliss in a comment down below. And then next week during the WIP and Chat, I will draw a winner using the comment picker like we normally do for Happy Mail. During the month of June, I have decided we're not going to be doing Happy Mail since each WIP and Chat is going to be a giveaway winner for the Diamonds and Diversity event. So for your chance to win a tray like this, it won't be this exact color because I believe that you get a choice of which color tray you want. But it is from Bijou Bliss for one of their unique magnetic trays. I am enjoying working on using this tray However, it is a little bit wide for my hands. My hands are a little bit smaller, but they do have a narrow version now, and I think I'm going to pick up one of those. So if you also have not narrow hands, if you have smaller hands, you might want to consider a narrow tray. But if you like the wider ones, you could pick up one of their originals too. But I really like how they line up very easily, and they seem to slide out very easily too. And the stopper also has magnets in it, and that's really nice as well. So I'm really enjoying working out of this tray. So yeah, go ahead and put your word down there to be entered in for the giveaway. Next week we will draw a winner, and also we will have another giveaway next week as well. But I think I'm going to wrap things up in this WIP and chat. Today is going to be a shorter one, like I said, because I am running out of time. So today's WIP and chat is very short. I do apologize. Hopefully next week I have more things to chit chat with you all about. But I did get a section around this little bear's eye completed. So thank you all for hanging out with me for the last 35 minutes of this short WIP and chat. And I will talk to you guys next week. And I hope you are enjoying the start of Diamonds and Diversity. I hope you are having fun, and I look forward to seeing everybody's kits and the progress that you're making, and I can't wait to interact with everyone. All right, have a good day. Talk to you next week. Bye.